I want to talk about division, extremism, and how to build bridges. So, first off, let's talk about division. There is a political divide in our society. There is the left and there is the right, sort of liberals and conservatives. We understand that the left and the right are sort of two ends of a spectrum, and they represent sort of the whole, in a way, the whole of the people. So in order for everybody to sort of be happy, we have to compromise so that we can have a little bit of elements from the right and a little bit of the elements from the left in our society. But then what ends up happening is you have some issues that end up forming or causing a little bit of unhealthy debate. You know, whether it is the environment, sort of climate change, or whether it's abortion or vaccine mandates, etc. And what ends up happening is you have people sort of head further in other directions and really, I think, not only dig in their heels, but sort of build fortresses around themselves so that they can't hear another perspective. And they really, I mean, you start having political rallies, you start having marches, you start having protests, which I think is good, can be good, protesting things that are important. But I think that a negative that ends up sort of happening within that is you really build up a wall around your echo chamber that can't be penetrated in any way, because again, you're only really listening to things that are confirming your own perspective, and you're getting amped up about it. So I mean, one of the dangers here, one of the things that I think is unhealthy, that is a little bit of a tragedy, is turning people who don't believe what you believe into they, them, the other. And I think that is dangerous, and I think that's unhealthy as well. I think it's important to have our ideas challenged. I think it's important to try to listen to other people and learn from other people and hear what other people think is important. I think that it informs us. We are able to be more three-dimensional, full human beings, but I also think that it informs our society. To understand that our society is a diverse group of people with a diverse group of wants and needs and hopes and dreams. It's okay to have an ideology. It's okay to have beliefs, to have thoughts, beliefs, to have a strong ideology. But I think that there is a difference between having a strong ideology and turning someone else into the other. Turning someone who doesn't share your ideology into the other, into a they, into a them, into a number, into an idea, into something that you don't care about, into a person that doesn't have the value that you have or your community has. I think that it devalues other human beings and maybe makes them less than human. So I mean, this is a big breakdown. I think that it's tragic. I think that it's potentially dangerous. And I think that what we need is to build bridges. I think that building bridges with people that don't share your perspective is important, just to broaden your perspective. Just to hear an idea that maybe you haven't heard before, or maybe to hear a rationale behind an idea that maybe there's an idea that you think, well, that's a they, them idea. They or them, they think this way, but this is the right way. Well, maybe hear their perspective a little bit. Maybe go to them and talk to them a little bit. Now that's tough. It's tough to spend time with people that don't share your ideology. It's tough to listen to people who don't share your ideology. I mean, we like to mute those people. Maybe we would hate watch them, but we don't want to watch them. We don't want to actually listen to them. So that's tough. It's tough to sort of engage with people's ideas sometimes, especially if it's an idea that you disagree with. But I think that at least it's important for us to see them as human. When I think about things that makes us all human, I think about family, fulfillment, faith, community, peace. These are things that make us all human. And I think trying to find those things, or trying to connect with another human that we maybe don't share the same ideology with, we're not on the same side of the political spectrum, but we can at least see their value and maybe see the home or the family or the faith or the community or the peace that they are striving towards. Seeing those things as valid, I think, can help us try to find some common ground with other people. I think that there's a danger to our society sort of breaking down because of this political divide, because of rifts formed because of this political divide. I think it's okay to have ideological differences, but ultimately, I think that it's important that we try to find some kind of common ground with other people and with people who maybe don't share our ideologies. I don't know, maybe not, but maybe. I mean, this is what I think, anyways.